Hello, today I'm playing Oblivion Remastered, going from a low life to breaking Oblivion by consuming a few Skooma bottles, where my PC had enough. Start of our journey, after making a politically correct Breton, we rummage the streets of Imperial City looking for something to eat, when I come across an unknown bottle. I don't care what it is, I'm thirsty. Consuming this beverage, I'm overcome with the warm fuzzy feeling, the feeling of overwhelming strength and speed, showing my newfound power to the guards, as well as the local citizens, joining in their collective conversation. As I'm throwing punches and getting pummeled to death, I have one thought in my mind: how to get more of this elixir. What is it called? It's called Skooma. My objective: drink over 9,999 bottles in one sitting, in which I can move at the speed of light, and the game kinda starts to, well, of course we wake up from a coma, like most Skooma enthusiasts, in jail. The Emperor shows up to tell us that he saw us in his dream. That's not a dream, my good sir. That's a nightmare. The Emperor and his lackeys go through some secret tunnel. I either leave with them or stay behind and listen to the other prisoner call me slurs all day. I guess I'll take my chances with the Emperor. Shortly after, they try leaving me behind for whatever reason. The rats see me that I'm built like the thing from the Goonies and decide to jump me. Good news, I got dinner. Rats are a little too easy. Let's just crank the difficulty all the way up. There we go. A zombie, weak and frail, not a challenge. Oh. Finding the Emperor and the guards once again. The guards wanting to kill me, which is understandable, but the Emperor says I have to live, because he sees my potential in being the best crackhead in all of Tamriel. They once again allow me to join them on their journey. We run off in some secluded area, where the Emperor gives me his amulet. He gives it to me because he thinks he's about to die. I guess he thinks a Skooma addict that looks like a goblin is his only hope to stop Oblivion. He's talking quite silly. Oh, that doesn't look good. Never mind, he's good. Wait, no, he's definitely dead. The last guard alive comes and sees that I'm holding this precious amulet that people will kill for. He can just kill me and nobody will know. I told him the Emperor said I must live to fill my destiny on being the best crackhead. The guard dabs me up and lets me go. I leave the Emperor's mingled corpse behind with a new sense of purpose. Before I was locked in jail from Skooma rampage, now I must travel to a place that has beautiful gardens, an interesting statue, and old architecture with the smell of piss in the air. No, not Rome, we're heading to Breville. And Breville is a Skooma den where like-minded individuals gather. The door to get into this rundown shack has some pretty high security. Entering this place, the good people of Breville are engaging in open conversation with a complete stranger, me, while doing legal narcotics, aka my beloved Skooma. I, of course, a reformed addict who has been given a task to stop a world-ending disaster, would like to partake in this delicious beverage. Searching the joint for any ways to get my hands on some, and I can't find any Skooma stashed away. They ain't offering any, and I ain't asking. The place is just filled with junk, and of course they don't take me kindly to ransacking the establishment. Except this little chest in the corner has 3 bottles. Here we can see how awful Skooma really is. First, it drains agility, where you can't stand upright. Second, it kills off any intelligent brain cells, replacing it with Skooma cells. But on the bright side, it increases your strength and ability to move, if possible, insanely fast. Of course, 3 bottles isn't going to cut it. There has to be more around here somewhere. Pickpocketing while making firm eye contact, finding out that they're keeping it safe by having it on their person. And they have quite a lot of it. If I try to take it by being seen by them, well, they don't let me. And they can't do much about my behavior. Not like they can just run up to the guards and say, hey, this thing is trying to steal my very illegal drugs. So they stand there and hold on tight and pray that I leave them alone. Even if they go to the guards, I have Skooma strength and ready to ruin something. Best way to get Skooma from them is, forcefully taking it by any means possible. I call it non-voluntarily transaction. You receive fist, I receive drink. They might fight back, and some are still processing the repeated brain trauma they are receiving. Ultimately, we got a lot of Skooma. Head to any mountaintop and start pounding some down. Now enjoy being a superhero, because now you can fly and have supersonic speed. But most importantly, you can't die. A slight problem, it's hard to control. And second, the Skooma circulating in your blood doesn't last very long. If you're flying and coming off a high, well, drink some more Skooma or look for a good spot to be laid to rest. Who needs fast traveling? You just look at a loading screen. With Skooma, you can get to your destination just as fast, and you can sightsee this beautiful world coming around you. Here, I'm traveling to Shadenhall. I miscalculated a bit. If we level up our alchemy skill, taking more Skooma will last longer. Means more time running and not stopping. Either until I hit a wall or my heart gives out. To make our Skooma, we need a lab. The Mages Guild frowns upon that, so we need to get some gold and buy a place. Seeing how we're next to the Fighters Guild, and I have experience punching people in the face, I think I'm perfect for the job. Getting our first mission, being a delivery boy. Instead of going Mach 5 and wasting our Skooma, I will commandeer a horse. Upon arriving to the spot where I'm supposed to give my comrades their weapons, they mistake me for a goblin. Even the goblins see me as their own, but my fists don't discriminate. Getting back to the Fighters Guild, I got fired for killing one of my own, but they attacked me first. After my termination, I didn't take too kindly on being accused of murder, especially how he tries to go right back to bed. Getting some easy hits in, I'm barely doing any damage. Time to spice it up a little bit. Now they can't hit me, and if I manage to land a hit, it's going to do a little more damage than a wet paper napkin. Of course, the Skooma runs out as I'm bouncing around the room like a madman, and I am turned into a rug for their house. If I'm to redeem myself, I must head to Anvil and speak to the guild master. I could just fast travel, but I already took a swig of skooma, so I should get there around the same time anyway. Arriving in Anvil, I talk to the guildmaster. To redeem myself, I have to go kill some rats that a woman is having trouble with. Upon arriving, the rats aren't hostile until I start swinging, taking care of them quite quickly. Went to collect my payment and she couldn't be any happier. My next mission, I was given to be a night security guard for some random goods store. The owner gives me the keys to the place and leaves me to watch it overnight. This is an excellent opportunity to make some extra gold by taking some things and putting them in my pocket. It's not stealing because I'll just sell it right back to him. As I'm looking for more things to take, I get jumped by some hooligans. Making short work, I head back to collect my paycheck and sleep in the communal beds. Once again, I get jumped by a hooded figure. Lucian LeChance. I won't be taking a chance with this mysterious figure. Get it?
Getting tired?
I guess I'll see what he has to say. Wants me to join the Dark Brotherhood. To join, I have to assassinate some poor sap. Traveling to my target, Rufio, I find him asleep. Let's just punch him in the dick to wake him up. The pain that he just endured killed him. LeChance wants me to sleep somewhere secure for him to talk to me. No better place than Rufio's bed with Rufio now decaying corpse. Lucian tells me I have access to the Dark Brotherhood. Nice. But I am no assassin, at least not outright. So I would have to take my talent to the Imperial City, joining the best guild in the game, the Arena. There are some rules like wearing the required armor, but they don't have anything on bringing mass amounts of illicit drugs. My first fight, I'm getting slapped around. I take a sip of skooma and immediately collapse to the ground in a skooma narcosis. Seems when I regained consciousness, I grew several feet taller. I guess skooma has a slight side effect on being a giant forever. Talking to Onan, the arena master on my payout, I don't like how he's looking at me. You wanna fight? Onan and the other arena combatants read online about 100 people versus 1 gorilla, and they have actively been training for it. I am quickly overrun. Going to my next fight, I have to crouch to land hits on my opponent. Best part is taking skooma, collapsing from loss of circulation to my brain, and my opponent has no idea if I just died. But they keep on swinging anyway. Using a rusty butter knife to level up my blade skills, and I forgot taking skooma lowers your agility by a lot. Meaning my butter knife is more like a lukewarm jello flapping around. After this recent fight, major problem. I ran out of skooma. I won't be able to function without it. We need to make some, but we need a lab. We need at least 5k. Let's see here, I have 995. Huh. Leaving the arena, thinking of a game plan to make some extra cash, and what is a good way to think of a plan is to gamble some gold. I lost my bet. Well, only one way to handle a crippling financial loss. Going to Skingrad to do a Fighters Guild mission, and I met the town schizophrenic. He tells me to meet him later in the night when nobody is around. Of course I meet up, and he has a mission for me. To spy on some townspeople to see if they are spying on him. Going from skooma fiend to a PI for little schizophrenic people. First person on his list is some churchgoer. Bitch, I'm watching you. After 4 minutes, I gave up, and just waited for Glarther and me to meet up again. He asked me if she's spying on him, and I say to him, well, you're an idiot. Where's my money? Damn, this is the easiest gold I've made so far. Maybe I will indulge a little longer. The next person he gives me is to follow someone in court who has one-sided conversations about nothing. Back to homeboy and giving him the news that he wants to hear, like how they are spying on him. If I say no, he might suspect that I am also spying on him. My next target, a farmer. How riveting. Back to Glarther to let him know that the farmer is spying on him, which of course is a lie. Or is it? He gives me my final task, to kill them. Okay, this has gone far enough. Wait, 1,000 gold? Well, innocents will be dying today, but my pockets will be thanking me. A good way to look at this is to pretend this overly short lunatic is the Dark Brotherhood. I don't make the rules, all I know is punching and drinking. After killing the supposed ringleader, I'm trying to sleep in his bed to recover from all this punching. However, a guard is arresting me. Probably overheard the screaming. Quite alright, first degree murder in this lovely town is a whopping 40 gold. I lost more betting in the arena. After getting my well-earned gold, I pickpocket this maggot for his house key. In this deplorable house, I find a bunch of letters on his conspiracy. Well, if you want my thought, a starving skooma addict that can't wait to open his very own skooma lab, well, think about this. If you search hard enough, you find a Reddit post from 8 years ago that shows the game has a letter in a particular house that reads, Larthur is growing more relentless. His vigilance has begun to grow unwanted attention. He watches Bernadette closely now, and it is only a matter of time before he begins to questioning others. While you're thinking about that, seeing how I'm here, let me finish this Fighters Guild quest. Well, I can't go back to Skingrad for a while, you know, with all the killing. I mean, paying 40 gold for murdering people does add up. And we need the money. Hey man, you kinda look like Bruce Willis with a bowl cut. Aw shit. Life of crime is great, an easy way to make gold, so joining the Thieves Guild just makes sense. Now being part of the Thieves Guild, I get to steal items and sell it to fences. I thought this was a good plan until I found out people think I'm ugly
Aren't you an ugly one?
and hate talking to me. So I get horrible deals on things I'm trying to sell that I stole. The best thing I can do now is take all of Skingrad's crops. And I mean all of it. With all these grapes and tomatoes that can feed the poor. Instead, we are going to be making potions that restore fatigue that will sell for 3 gold each. This kills 2 birds with 1 stone. We are making mass amounts of money and we are leveling up our alchemy. I should have been doing this from the start. Meeting this lovely gent who is selling his manor at an affordable price. Of course, I can't pass this up. Quite spontaneous without even looking at it first. Now, you know, this place isn't that bad, just needs some dusting. Except the roaming evil ghost trying to kill you that you can't even touch with your fist without magic. Think of these ghosts as guard dogs and just hope they ignore you. Alright, got my tools and equipment. And some assistance, time to make some skooma. Skooma is made of moon sugar and nightshade. A slight issue with this. Moon sugar isn't in the game. So with the power of ectoplasm and 5 big booms from the Costco guys, we got skooma and a shit ton of it. Now we can fight in the arena with no issues on dying. Kinda hard to die unless I collapse from skooma coma, where I can't drink anymore. Racing to the other side of the map while slamming down skooma, things are starting to get a little crazy. But what happens if I drink my 9,999 bottles of skooma all at once? Make sure to like and... Where am I?
Hey, you.
Ah, shh.